Howdy folks, namaste, Gabriel here in beautiful Jasper National Park, smack in the middle of summer, and not feeling all that much warmer than a couple months ago, but enjoying it anyway. So the title of this video is Time Does Not Heal Wounds. Now the first important thing to keep in mind is that time itself is an illusion. There is just the now, the present moment, and the concept of past and future is simply a creation of our mind in order to navigate the 3D physical realm. So that's the first basic concept to keep in mind here. But what it comes down to is that what heals wounds is our conscious intention. And much time can pass and wounds can still be there. Even if you don't notice them, they can be buried deep within the subconscious. So I'll give one example. The book Catastrophobia by Barbara Hand Clow explores the concept that humanity in its current predicament of all of the various problems that we have around the world of violence and wars and just the fear that is embedded in humanity, the imbalances in our current society, the disconnection from nature, etc. Much of that is because of the fall of Atlantis. And that may seem a ridiculous idea to some, but her book is very compelling, and the fascinating thing is that it is based on another book that explores very real evidence that points to a massive cataclysm that occurred in Earth's past, roughly 12,000 years ago, around the time of what is considered the end of the last ice age. And if you're familiar with Graham Hancock or David Wilcock or other people who are exploring ancient mysteries, then you will know that there is much very, very compelling evidence that there was in fact another civilization in our distant past that has been overlooked and forgotten, the evidence of which is, all over the place, sprouting up here and there. The current view of history is overlooking this very real evidence of ancient civilizations 12,000 years ago and prior to that. Much of the evidence of which was wiped out as a result of this major cataclysm. So emotional wounds in particular have a way of sticking around until they are dealt with and genuinely resolved. So if there's truth in this concept, then 12,000 years later, we're still mired in the same emotional trauma and fear that came about as a result of this major worldwide cataclysm that occurred 12,000 years ago. If you're counting on time to heal wounds, then what happens is it gets buried into the subconscious, and you then end up living your life based on these wounds, these traumas, this denied emotional energy without realizing it. So it's buried deep within the subconscious, and your decisions, your actions, your desires, your fears throughout life are then based on this emotional energy, fear, anger, grief, etc., that is still buried within your conscious being without your knowledge, your understanding, and it then drives your life from then onwards. So what heals wounds is the conscious intention to do so, and the presence of being with whatever it is that you are experiencing in the present moment. I have another video titled The Golden Key to Spiritual Healing, and it's a pretty basic concept, just my opinion on this, obviously, but the key to spiritual healing, evolution, growth, wholeness is to be fully present with whatever it is that you are experiencing in this present moment. there's so much within our consciousness that has a way of popping up. And if it's unpleasant, if it's scary, if it's difficult, if it's challenging, if it's unfamiliar, if it's unknown, then we have a tendency to try to stuff it back down, to distract ourselves in some way. Get drunk, get high, go to the mall, crank up the TV, go to a party, go find some friends. Anything to get away from difficult feelings that we are experiencing within. But the power of our mind is extremely potent, and it is through the conscious intention of our mind diving down deep into whatever it is that we are experiencing within deeper layers of our consciousness that transforms our consciousness, that shines light on that which is cast in shadow within us, brings it into the light, and that is how these kinds of wounds are ultimately healed. And so the wounds from the past, whether it's from Atlantis or from our childhood, can be healed through our conscious intention to do so, and they will not be healed through just expecting that, well, if we just carry on and move forwards in our life, then that which troubled us in our past will just drop away and go away and go into shadow and no longer bother us. What then happens is that we separate from ourself, because that is a part of our being. If we had that experience and then we deny it and separate from it, then we separate from part of ourself, and as a result then we become less whole. Just a few thoughts to keep in mind. Ultimately, what it's about is it is about empowerment of our being. It's the fact that it is up to us. It is our responsibility. It is within our control to heal ourselves, and it is our responsibility to take full control of our life, past, present, and future, even if those concepts are an illusion. Ultimately, it's about being fully present in the moment and recognizing that no outside force is going to heal us, is going to fix us, make us whole. We have to take full control, full responsibility for our life, for our being, for our consciousness, for all of our experiences, bring them within us, and in so doing, then we come into a much fuller, much more whole experience of being. So, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.